Hello, children. My name is Rosalind, and today we're going to do the lesson for religious instruction 1. Today's lesson is about the development of the people of Israel to the time of Solomon. For this lesson, we don't have a Bible reading, as we will cover events covered in our previous lessons. In this lesson, we will obtain an overview of the record of events for the people of Israel up to the time the kingdom was divided. What is a chronicle? Do you know? Okay, let me tell you. A chronicle is a record of historical events described in sequence as they have occurred. A chronicle tells everything about special past events and contains the dates that the events occurred. Chronicles can be kept in different ways. For example, as a table with dates and names, as a graph, in books of countries, or as a family tree. We will be looking at the chronicle of the people of Israel from the time of Abram to the time of King Solomon. The people of Israel are the children of Abram. Therefore, Abram is their forefather, and he was born about 2,000 years before the birth of Christ. Abram and his wife Sarah had a son named Isaac. Isaac married Rebekah, and they had two sons, Esau and Jacob. Jacob received the blessing of the firstborn from Isaac and had to flee from Esau. Jacob had to stay with Laban, Rebekah's brother. Jacob, later named Israel, had 12 sons. The eldest was Reuben, and the youngest was Benjamin. Joseph was Jacob's favorite son. He was sold as a slave by his brother and taken to Egypt. Jacob moved with his family to Egypt and settled there. Moses, the brother of Aaron and Miriam, grew up at Pharaoh's courts. Moses fled from Egypt to Midian. Moses and Aaron asked Pharaoh to let the Israelites leave Egypt. 10 plagues were sent, and Pharaoh let them and the people go. Joshua became Moses' successor, and under his leadership, Israel conquered Canaan. God raised judges. 2 of these judges were Gideon and Samson. Samuel was a prophet and the last judge of Israel. Saul became Israel's first king. He was disobedient to God and rejected. David became Israel's second king. He made Jerusalem its capital and was the writer of the Psalms. David was a descendant of the 4th son of Jacob, Judah. Solomon, the son of the king David, and Bathsheba, became king of Israel. King Solomon built the first temple in Israel. Solomon died, and the kingdom of Israel was divided into 2 parts. The northern kingdom kept the name Israel with the capital of Samaria, and the southern kingdom was named Judah with the capital city as Jerusalem. What did this lesson teach us? A chronicle is a record of important historical events. A chronicle can be kept in different ways, on a table with dates and names, or a family tree. Now that you know the chronicle of the people of Israel, try to examine your own New Apostolic past. Where did your New Apostolic faith start in your family? Who was your forefather? I hope you enjoyed and this was fun doing. it can actually be a family project. Thank you. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.